Well, on the eve of the release of Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, that is, we have a little bit of an Easter egg that was dropped by none other than Tom Holland himself. This was during an interview with comicbook.com. He says, in regards to Peter Parker's first MCU appearance, it was not in Captain America Civil War, as many may assume. It was actually in Iron Man 2 back in 2010. He says, I can confirm that as of today, I literally had a conversation with Kevin Feige. Is it Feige? Feige? I'm not sure. Kevin Feige.
It's probably Feige.
Feige. Only 20 minutes ago. By the way, this is the guy who is the head of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He pretty much is the final go-ahead stamp of approval person with everything that happens with the Marvel movies at this point in time. Tom Holland continues, maybe I've just done a big old spoiler, but it's out there now. It's cool. I like the idea that Peter Parker has been in the universe since the beginning. So what is he talking about? Well, in Iron Man 2, during the third act, you have these drones that, get hacked. They start attacking the attendees at the Stark Expo, and of course, Iron Man and War Machine have to come in and take them out and save a bunch of people. During the event, there is a kid in the crowd. Looks to be about 10 years old. He's got an Iron Man mask on and a little repulsor toy on his hand. And he acts like he's going to shoot one of the drones that's shooting a bunch of people. I always thought, dumb kid, get out of the way. And then, of course, at the last possible moment, Iron Man swoops down and blasts the drone and makes the kid think that he's the one that did it. And it's it's a cute moment. It happens really fast though, so I think it's only on screen for about 10 seconds. Apparently, that kid was Peter Parker. And this is a classic example of a retcon where you reference something that seemed insignificant from long ago in history or in the earlier days of a story, and suddenly it has great significance to it. I'm sure if you go back and look at the Iron Man 2 credits, you're not going to see 10-year-old Peter Parker anywhere in the credits. Probably just boy with mask.
Yeah.
But if Kevin Feige says it, it's canon. I mean, he's pretty much the guy in charge of that.
Maybe there's like a scene in Homecoming that they'll show. Maybe.
Although I don't know, because Tom Holland has already shot that, and he said before he didn't know. Yeah, he didn't know until 20 minutes before that interview. So I think that's neat. I think it's neat just because that kind of shows that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is taking place in real time when you think about it. It's 2017. Peter's, 17 years old in Homecoming? That movie was 7 years ago. He would have been 10 years old. One of those things that probably just worked out, and they're like, hey, let's just have that be Peter Parker. That way you can see how, he was saved one time by Tony Stark. That's why he looks up to him so much. So I know it's, some people might look at it as like, oh, yeah, sure, you're just doing it because, now Spider-Man, you have the license to use him. Try not to be so cynical about everything, people. Just enjoy something for once. Like a retcon that actually makes sense. Just let it happen without people getting upset. I haven't heard too many people getting upset, to be honest. But I'm sure that there are the nerds out there that are, if they were dead, they'd be rolling over in their graves. But I think it's neat. Do you think it's neat?
I think it's fun.
And it kind of makes Iron Man 2 worth watching a little bit more because it's one of the weaker Marvel films. Man. They were, believe it or not, pre-Avengers, not everything was a massive, massive hit or success for that matter. I guess it was successful.